Spine worms.
Spine worms, indeed.
Don't make that a portmanteau. Don't shorten it.
I started to.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Took me a minute, but I got there.
The Babble On podcast was our last best hope for a concise discussion. It failed. But in the year of the great tangents, it became something better. Our last best hope for relevance. The year is 2026. The place, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, everybody.
It's us.
It is. Welcome back to Babble On. We have a podcast that is breaking down and reacting to episodes of Babble On 5. We just watched season 3, episode 7, Exogenesis. My name is Jenny. I'm a big fan of the show.
You good, Jen?
My name is Jenn. I'm creeped out a lot. I'm really creeped out.
By the spine worms?
But by the spine worms, two separate words. And I'm a writer and I love the show. I watched it back in the day.
I'm Gus. I'm an actor. I'm very badly jet lagged right now and first time watcher.
I'm Ali. I'm an actress and a writer and a showrunner. And this is my first time watching Babble On 5 and the sperms.
God damn it.
Of course. Of course.
And I forget. Oh, and Jen, your skin looks really dewy today. I just wanted to let you know. I just was looking at it and I was like, wow.
So does mine, but I'm also a cartoon. So.
You're not here. I can't see you. I'd remark on it if I saw it.
Thank you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ali and Gus, you both look beautiful as well. And you really don't look jet lagged, even though you say you are.
I'm trying. Yeah. I'm really trying.
I couldn't be more tired.
Every 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is a struggle, but now it's 8:45 p.m. So it's a different kind of struggle.
Yeah,
a different kind. Yeah. Well, I think you noted it while we were watching, but this one is another JMS joint. It was directed by Kevin Kremen, who thus far has directed. This is his 4th episode that he's directed. He directed Spiders in the Web, Confessions and Lamentations, Matters of Honor, and this one. So
nice.
Kevin Kremen. Well done.
Good shit, Kevin. Well done. In the directorial arena.
Mm-hmm. And Copeland, John Copeland. Oh, it says here he's the producer.
Got it.
Christopher Franke is the composer, Christopher Franke. So yes, if you left a comment correcting me in the reaction, you
owe us
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yes.
Custom pledge on the Patreon.
Yes, that's how you do it. Yes.
Pay it up.
Custom pledge.
Pay it up. It was. I was pretty sure. I was pretty sure it was a. I thought it was a producer, but I wasn't sure. But I was just like, it was just so clear to me as a writer.
Very.
I do shit like that where I'm like, I put something in there that only I'll understand means something, and the way that Marcus said it, like the Copeland J5000, I was like, who is it? Who's that guy?
It's got to be somebody.
Who's Copeland?
There's got to be somebody.
Yeah.
Speaking of Marcus speaking, I don't know. Did you get to read the Lurker's Guide for this one?
Yeah, I read most of it.
I thought you were asking me, and I was like,
no, you absolutely didn't. Yes, but you both noted it that he did not say the name of the Scottish play. JMS specifically did not write it in the script because he said some actors have problems saying it. So I made a point not to write it in there, although he said that the actor playing Marcus, whose name I forget, Jason something. Yeah.
There are two kinds of actors: actors who won't say it, and actors who are like aggressive about saying it.
This
and
is
you're
true.
like, relax.
Yeah. Well,
so
it's a personal choice, and they're like, I say it. I'm going to say it right now.
It's the same people who don't like to whistle on stage, right?
Yeah. Well, that has a whole reason too.
Oh, I know.
That's Yeah, that's because the
That's
people
how
who
you
used
would
to do
get
the
things to
rigging
drop.
used to be sailors, and like, yeah, if you whistled, that was how they would like call
Drop
to
a
each other.
sandbag.
Drop shit on your
And so
head.
you might get a sandbag dropped on your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
like the whole
Mhm.
reason.
I would appreciate not having a sandbag dropped on my head.
No, it's
Well,
Yeah.
don't whistle in a theater, though they don't really do that
not really a
anymore.
problem anymore. But yeah.
No, but it's as somebody who's worked in of course, in a haunted theater, most of them are, but as somebody who worked in a haunted theater and watched the flies that she put up carefully with lines like on the last day of the last show of a play that we knew our ghost hated, everything went kunk, 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 and almost fell down on people's heads at curtain call. I was like,
yeah, that'll happen.
I don't need to whistle.
There's a theater that we go to that is haunted as
It's
fuck.
very haunted.
And I was
nice.
One time.
She's
One
nice.
time. She's nice. It's definitely an old lady. And she's really nice. Like everybody who's sensitive to that shit all says the same thing.
She's pissed off at first, but once you get started, she kind of settles.
She calms
in.
down once she knows that you're there to perform.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't like you until then. So I walked in one time though, and she was extra pissed. And I had a burrito in my hand. And I thought maybe it was because I was eating in the theater. And I was really scared because like the lights started flashing. And I was like, I'm the only one here. Like, absolutely not. I'm going to pee myself. Like I don't ever want to see a ghost. You know what I mean? Like I'm not curious. I don't want to see you. Like sense your vibe, fine, but like I don't want to see you.
Right.
So like, but it turned out that the reason she was so pissed, was because it had rained really badly and like the roof had caved in one part of the theater, and like so I and my friend discovered that because I went outside and waited until someone else came because I was like, her vibe is bad today. It is bad today, and I'm not going in there by myself. And then she walked in there with me, and we saw the roof caved in. I was like, okay, this makes sense because her vibe was horrible.
It's pretty bad.
She was like, is someone going to fix this? Is someone going to fix this? And so, yeah. So once we sort of like called the people and we're like, it's going to be fixed, she calmed down. But that was intense. I was like, oh,
how did we
the vibe is bad.
to ghosts?
We were talking
Whistling in
about
the theater,
Scottish place.
Mackers. So Mackers, for those of you who don't know, it's the play Macbeth. Oh, we're not in a theater right now.
This is true.
We're literally recording something.
It's not a theater.
Are you going to walk three times around your house to get rid of this?
No. It's just theaters, Gus. There's rules. It's just theaters.
We rehearse in here. Fine. It's fine.
I'll go cleanse it later. I'll go cleanse it later. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, because I was saying what I was going to say is in a different episode, and I won't tell you which one, but somebody accidentally said it during the recording of the episode, and the actor was like, we have to stop everything and had to walk 3 times around the perimeter of the...
I'll go.
That's funny.
Oh,
No. I'm messing with you.
No.
Okay.
You're right.
It's it later.
So the whole thing, for those of you who are not theater people or whatever, or actors or whatever, is that the name of that play is very bad luck in the theater. Unless you are actively doing that play, you are not supposed to say that the name of that play in the theater. It's like a whole tradition thing. Like, unless you are actively doing that play, you are supposed to call it Mackers or the Scottish play, and that's what you're supposed to do. So
I went to see a friend's play. Yeah. I went to see a friend's play last week. She did a fantastic play. My friend Suzanne, she's amazing. It's called the Women of Lockerbie. It's a play that takes place in Scotland. And I kept telling people, I was like, yeah, my friend Suzanne, she's in this Scottish play. No, not the Scottish play. A Scottish play. But not
a Scottish play. But not the Scottish play.
I like that they did that.
Yeah,
it was really sweet.
I loved that his character trait is British, is gonna quote British shit
all the time,
yes,
and be really flamboyantly over the top about it. He's becoming a very interesting character.
JMS talks about that a little bit. I'd love to share this a little bit here because he says, "I like Marcus quoting literature, Shakespeare included, so it's something I've peppered through his character. And though I am trying to avoid too much of it, we'll see." We'll see.
There's a lot this episode. I think 2 and 1 is a little much. I know one.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And he says that he says, he's talking about writing him, and he says, I don't know exactly what he's saying too. He says, I agree with you on Marcus. I don't know what the comment was. I'm finding I have the same problem with him that I have with Londo. Getting him to shut up once I wire him up and let him go. He's a lot of fun to write, in that he can do the physical action stuff very well. He can do comedy, more dramatic, emotional stuff, the whole range. I can take him places and do things with him that I can't in some ways for other characters, in that he only has one responsibility, whereas the others have larger responsibilities to more people. It's really, it's fun. He's just like, I can't stop. I can't stop. All the words.
There's some
fun to
characters
write,
that are
yeah.
really fun to write sometimes, and you're like, I
Mhm.
can't. I have a hard time putting you down so that other people can talk.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I gotta say this was absolutely one of the episodes of all time.
What?
Okay, I was curious to know your thoughts
It
on
was
this because
at
JMS,
100%
meaner
one of the
than me.
episodes of all time.
I liked
You-
it.
Of all the episodes of Babylon 5 I've watched, this was one of them. And
I am going to tell you are like right on the brainwave of JMS. Gus,
this happens
his-
frequently.
I know.
I
He
liked
says
it.
I didn't dislike
he
it.
says,
I'm
I'm
fine.
going to quote him from the Lurker's Guide. My personal evaluation of the episode is that it's okay. So,
All right.
yeah.
I,
The second half, I think, isn't as strong as the first half.
I
And then
agree.
he explains what happened. Halfway through writing the episode, we had a problem come up in production that unexpectedly took me away from the script for about a week. Nothing major,
yeah.
but it had to be dealt
Yeah.
with, yeah. Usually, I write copious notes on a script before I begin writing it. In this case, the story was so crystalline in my head that I just dived in and was blasting away terrific when the hit came midway through. By the time I got back, I'd lost some of the fingerprints of the story
Yeah.
and had to
Yep.
sort of refine them again. Mainly, I think the expository sequence at the end could have been done better.
It's so much talking. It
Mhm.
was a lot of talking. It's not, again, I'm
Yeah.
not, look. It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. I would put it squarely above, TKO, possibly
Yeah.
Soul Hunter.
Yeah.
Definitely above Grail. What was the other one earlier this season that we didn't
I'm
like?
hating on Grail again. From that.
Grail's fine. This was a lot like Grail. It wasn't
feels
bad.
like Grail.
I just feel like, okay, when you say, because for me, saying like this was one of the episodes of all time, it's like the ultimate diss, where it's like, I hated it.
No,
Like,
if I
to
hated
me-
it, I would say that episode sucked. Or
I would never
spend
say that.
I wouldn't say that, but I would spend like
I
an
would
hour of the
never.
discussion yelling about TKO. You know,
Right.
Like you got to know how I talked about TKO. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
happens
he
when I hate
he
it.
went on for a long time about it could have been this, it could have been this, it could have been this. It was just a lot of what it could have been that it
I
wasn't.
believe it. I've seen this man rant about stuff before.
You've
I
seen me
believe.
rant-
Yes.
Here's what I'm comfortable sharing. You see me rant about The Greatest Showman.
No, stop.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine. I think it's a beautifully made film. I think it's an incredible, it's a magnificent production.
I think the quote was, "It's a great musical."
It's seven great
it's
music
seven great-
videos in a trench coat pretending to be a movie.
That's what you
Yes.
said.
They're
Maybe that's
Great
the
music
best.
videos. The performances are phenomenal, and the music is so catchy.
He also goes on a rant about P.T. Barnum for a long time
Yes,
and
that's-
how he's a
yeah.
very bad man and how we shouldn't be making a movie saying that he was a good man
Yeah.
because he was a bad man. And that's true. He was a bad,
all true
bad man. And like
True
to
facts.
pretend that he was like uplifting these people is crazy. But like,
Mhm.
but at the same time, what a song. What
The songs are great.
I am brave.
Yeah.
I am like, wow. They're so good.
The songs are fantastic.
Dear Evan
But-
Hansen is also an unhinged musical.
But like with this, I said it's one of the episodes of all time. It's not
it
one of the
exists.
worst episodes. It's not one of the best episodes. It's one of the
Yeah,
it's one of
episodes of
them.
all time.
But see, when you say that to me, that's like, I would say that about one I hated. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and to me, this was like a solid mid-tier episode.
You should go watch me talk about Grail.
Well, no, see, I've heard. Well, I was there for that one.
Sorry, TKO.
She was here for Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have heard you rant before about things you don't like. Believe me, I have heard it all. I know what you sound like when you don't like something. I'm not surprised by this. This is one of the things I like best about you is when you hate something.
It's fun.
Yeah. Because you know what? Here's the thing. Being married, it's fun to love something together. It's really fun to hate something together. That's also one of the things that just keeps the world moving.
Right.
Like when we're at a party and someone says something that I know we're going to talk about in the car, like
You
the
get
eye
excited?
contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when something happens and you know you're going to debrief about this.
Mhm.
That's one of the reasons to be alive.
I'm not
That's a
even going to
good
tell you
feeling.
like what the signal and like what David and I say, because then that's like, because I'm on a
Then you'll
podcast
notice.
right now,
Yeah,
and
you can't
everyone
put
that
it
knows
out
this
there.
will be like,
You can't
oh, I
put
know
that
what that
there.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but-
When Gus and I hold hands at something, sometimes it's affection and sometimes it's because we're squeezing each other's hands so
Yes.
hard.
desperate, like to say, oh my God.
You're like you. One time, Gus was sitting in the row in front of me because we didn't get seats together, and somebody did something in a play that he hates, And he turned his whole body around to look at me. And I was like, turn back around. We're at the theater. They can see you. It's a black box.
Was it?
And he full on turned his
17
body.
feet away from that person.
Yeah.
Was it?
There was a period of time in which
Yeah.
there was an unfortunate tendency on behalf of theater in a particular place that we lived to have a monologue toward the ends of the show where somebody says, "Don't you see? We are," and then say the title of the show.
Right.
And listen, new work. It's fine.
Yeah,
things
we
are
love
in workshop,
support.
things are under. I
But
get
you know
it.
how
I get
people
it.
do stuff in like it's like there's like trends
Mhm.
that people will do, and you're
like
like
10
everyone's doing this
shows in a row where you do the whole show and then there's a big long argument monologue thing and the main character is yelling at their uncle about something and they go, "Don't you see? The so-and-so is us all along." And I just wanted to get up and be like, shut the fuck up.
So this happened. This was like our 10th like show that we had seen that this happened in, and Gus turned his entire body around to look at me, and I was like, "Turn back around."
There's one
everyone can see you.
after we cut that I will tell you the specific dialogue because it was egregious. I'm not going to do that right now. But
listen, we're not haters though. Like
no. Look,
like
I've written that dialogue before.
No, of course, everybody has. But it was this whole thing where it was just a particular pet peeve of Gus's at that point in time. Yeah. But because it had happened so much, it was just oversaturated for us at that point.
Yeah.
So then, so I was like, turn back around. But oh fuck. I see, if I were to say that something was one of the episodes of all time, I would say that about something I really hated.
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was terrible. It makes sense that, because I was going to ask you, like, did he get really sick in the middle of this one too?
Yeah, no, you just got interrupted.
I just don't feel like it was that. I don't know.
And then I, as I was thinking of saying that, I went, no, don't say it.
I just feel like writing is so hard that I really have a hard time hating on something.
I'm not hating on it.
Yeah.
I just, even if it's passable, I'm like, they did a good job.
Like 90 episodes, you know.
But also,
I'm
going to read another quote. I'm going to read another quote from the Lurker's Guide because, as Jenny said it, you are right on. You are right on with him. I mean, like,
here you
people were like, he responds to this like 3 or 4 different times in the Lurker's Guide. So clearly, people were like, this episode wasn't great, and they're kind of calling him on it. And he says, you know, thanks. I think, I don't know what he's responding to. I think I've said from the get-go that my view of the second half of this isn't up to the first. It is, in my view, the weakest of the season's 22. On the flip side, that means the other 21 are pretty nifty.
Yeah.
Because it's not horrible. It's just
Dad would say nifty.
If this is the worst of the episode of the season, this is great because this was fine. This is one where I'm like, this is a season 3 episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Maybe I'm just a kiss ass, but I'm just like, I don't know. The man wrote 22 episodes.
He's
Can he
doing
live?
a great job. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying
get off his neck.
Well,
I also love that he like this, because this is not like after. This kind of responses to me would make sense after the show is done.
Yeah.
Like being like, oh yeah, I didn't like that episode, but this one but he's like doing this while the show is airing. Like that's amazing to me that he's
it is
like answering questions
stuff,
like, oh,
right?
I didn't like this episode, like talking about it while it's airing. That's wild.
That's wild. Look, here's kind of to crystallize my thoughts. Which is also, I'm just realizing what he was talking about. The episode was crystallized. I didn't mean to steal his verbiage, but to crystallize my thoughts, the idea of these organic libraries of Alexandria is cool. Unfortunately, we already have that with the Soul Hunters.
Oh yeah,
right.
we do.
So we
kind
of already have that as a concept. We already have the idea kind of implanted personalities, dual personalities with the Cheese Whiz a little bit. It's different, but like people being taken over, people not being who they seem. The I don't really see what else we can do with the jellyfish spine monsters. And I get, like, I understand that they need to keep themselves secret, but also like the guy knew Franklin, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me that these people who are like trying to make ends meet would just go like, sure, put the jellyfish in my spine, fuck me up, without talking to the person who they have a connection to.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they knew Marcus. They didn't know Franklin.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Would know, but the one guy. Very, very jet lagged.
Samuel.
Yeah. But like, or the other, or Duncan.
Or Duncan.
Both of them
Duncan,
who knew Marcus and had connections to Marcus. And I know people do shit sometimes, but it's just kind of, they both knew Marcus still. Mm-hmm. And Marcus came down and was like, hey, what's going on? And they were like, I'm going to be really fucking weird about this. I was like, just take him off to the side and explain the situation to just him. Because if you trust him, then explain it in a way that you're not like a total fucking creep about it. Well, and don't pull guns on him. Like, I understand, again, keeping it a secret, but it's just kind of like, why did we have to go 0 to 1,000 on it?
Of course.
There's even the line
when they're done that, to be clear.
Right, of course, we all have. There's the line when Stephen and Marcus are in prison and they're in their jail cell, and they're like, we may still hurt you. There's no guarantee we won't. And he says you wouldn't understand. And then like they're like, okay, the only way you'll understand is if we literally just like kind of kill one of us, or like take your friend who was sick and make him sick again, although he didn't look sick when he was going off to explore the world. But you know, I was like, yeah, there could have been subtler and better ways to handle all of this all the way through.
All of it. Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just needed like 2 more drafts.
Yeah. And he didn't have time for 2 more drafts. I mean, that's the thing.
Episodes. Let him live.
I'm not ripping on JMS. I love this show.
We can rip on the lack of time and money resources.
I'm blaming the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's not just writing. He is obviously, like, if he was just writing, that would be enough. But he's also show running and like supervising everything. It's a lot. And but he did say he never trusted not writing notes again. Like, he's like, every time after this, I wrote notes because he thought that he would remember. And then when he went back, he's like, oh shit. No,
it's a painful lesson as a writer. Always, you have to write everything down immediately
from a continuity perspective,
or at least do a voice memo.
Handsome Lieutenant's going to be a problem.
Handsome Lieutenant. His name is Corwin. I'm going to tell you something now, just because I want to say
is this his last episode?
No. It's just I keep biting my tongue to not say this, to tell you this, but I can't because it's just my favorite thing in the world. Charlie, when she was going through this series, she kept calling him Communications Twink. And so I want to call him Communications Twink every single time he's on screen. I love it.
Well, now he's Communications Twink.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, to me, there's something very Rolf from friggin' Sound of Music about him.
Sound of Music,
And so I was just like, there ain't no way this guy is good. It was like, I see a blonde person in cinema. I'm like, they're bad.
He's not blonde. Is he? Is he blonde?
No, he's got blue eyes.
Blonde.
He's blue eyes.
Definitely has blue eyes, yeah.
Yeah, I see blonde-haired, blue-eyed people, and I'm like, that's a bad person right there. Every time. And then I'm like, Ali, you're blonde-haired and blue-eyed. And I'm like, I said what I said.
Your husband.
I know.
If you take Communications Twink and you make it into a portmanteau, it's Corwin.
It's Corwin.
That's true. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah,
it is Corwin.
So true. Wait, that's so true.
It is. I have to say,
Jen, you're clever. You should write.
Thank you. Maybe I'll think
I've always said that.
I'll think about it. I do want to say, I said early on, I said to Gus, I was like, oh wait, I want you to make a what do we call it when we make a sound bite and you can push it?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I want one that says I don't like being poked by doctors. I take that back because I forgot, because it's in the alert.
I don't care about the budget.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's so much better. Let's keep that one, because I don't like being poked by doctors is a line from A Clockwork Orange, which is my least favorite movie ever that I've never seen.
You've never seen it, and it's your least favorite movie?
Afraid. I'm so afraid to see it. 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 I'm so afraid to see it.
It's all right. Sorry. I feel like I'm going to get yelled at, but
I have trauma associated with that movie, so I don't know if the movie is good, but I watched it with a guy who I didn't realize, much like Ivanova, was hitting on me. And he invited me back to his place to watch it because we'd been talking about the book so much.
That is a weird movie to watch with a person you're hitting on. That's the weirdest movie possible. There's nothing sexy about that movie.
No, it never occurred to me that he would be hitting on me because we were talking about A Clockwork Orange.
Well, yeah, were you being hit on by a serial killer? Like,
But this is how he hit on me because it's very difficult to explain, but he was living in a hotel at the time because he was working at the hotel. So they had,
Okay, sure.
So we went back to his room. We were on his bed because there was a bed and a television. There wasn't anything else to sit on, right? So we're on his bed and the movie is going on. And then he like just starts trying to touch me and like cuddle with me while watching A Clockwork Orange. It's just like,
that is the worst movie choice.
Gus and I are making the same
I'm
face
trying
right
to
now.
think if there's like another worse movie choice, like Schindler's List. Like
my version of that is Goodfellas, actually, but that's not quite as bad. But
I was forced by an ex to watch Clockwork Orange, but not in like it was not a romantic setting. It was like a bunch of us.
No.
But
he was like trying to caress he was trying to like, I remember his hand rubbing my thigh and my back during the Clockwork Orange. Like, this has to stop.
No, that is one of the least sexy movies of all time.
I had this experience.
And also, like, just add on to this the layer that I'm a lesbian. Like,
it's just not going to pan out.
I mean, there's a lot of layers. There's a lot of layers to unpack to that story.
I had this experience with The Hunt for Red October.
Oh, I mean, that doesn't feel quite as bad.
Okay, everybody in the comments has to tell us the worst movie someone's tried to make out with them too.
Mm-hmm.
No, we ended up making out actually.
Oh.
Yeah. I've told you this story.
13 years. No, you haven't. I would remember I made up to you for Red October. You have never told me this story ever. I would absolutely remember that you made out to the Hunt for Red October. That's so insane, guys.
Well, if anybody is going to do it, it's going to be me.
That's crazy.
That's true,
right?
More about you 13 years in. Do I know you? Like, first I find out that this man had a friend in high school named Shoebag.
I wasn't very close.
That was a few months ago.
To be clear.
That was like less than a year ago. Somebody was like, my friend Shoebag.
No. My friend Slinky was much closer with Shoebag than I was.
Okay. But still, the fact that I'm 13 years in, did not know that you had a friend from high school named Shoebag is crazy.
This is called mystery. This is a good thing.
Everything about me. You know everything about me. There's so few stories that I can pop. I don't think there's a story that I have that you have not heard at this point. And the fact that I am uncovering things about you is crazy to me.
Layers. Gus is layered.
Wonderful. He's mystery.
The fact that you made up to the Hunt for Red October and are choosing now, this day,
I thought you
June
knew that.
the 1st, 2026, to drop that on me is so crazy. We've been together 13 years.
I've definitely told you.
Does David still drop surprises on you, Jen?
Recently, there was something. We both said something recently, and we were like, yeah. Mystery, still mystery all these years in. We love it. Every time we like something drop like that. Also, I have to say, making out to Hunt for Red October isn't exactly like earth-shattering thing that he's like, it would seem like it's something he had to tell you.
No, but it's so funny. How have I not heard it?
It's really funny.
Wait. Funny. I'm like, you've been keeping a funny story from me. How dare you, you harlot? You can't just
harlot.
You can't just keep a funny story from your wife. That's crazy.
Speaking of the Hunt for Red October, I have to go back to the show with this because there's a relevance to the show. Early on in the episode, one of us said that sounded like Sean Connery. Mm-hmm. You know, like somebody voiceover something sounded like Sean Connery. One of us said it. Maybe I said it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was you, but it did definitely sound
in the
like
beginning.
Sean
It sounded like Sean Connery, and then here it is. Somebody asked, "Was that Sean Connery's voice at the beginning?" And he says it was a voice in the Walla group that basically came out sounding that way. And then I'm excited to I imagine this whole group of people doing Walla, like the whole voiceover team doing Walla. And they're all just, and someone's like, I'm going to do the Sean Connery voice. Which I was
going to ask you, what is a Walla? I read that and was like, I don't know what that is.
Walla is when you have background actors, you don't want your background actors actually talking loudly in the back of the Zocalo. You're like, don't talk because we're actually recording these people up here. We don't want to have voices showing up. So afterwards you get a group of people who are often called the loop group to do background noise sounds like what people would be saying in the background of a place. And so if you want an announcement, you can also just be like, hey, have one of these people do an announcement, that would be a PA announcement.
So being an extra super awkward if you're doing a celebration scene or something like that because you're quietly celebrating in the background. You're like,
yeah.
And like then they dub in the sound later and it's like other people.
The trick that I learned for making it look like you're actually talking is you just mouth peas and carrots over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Actually, there was somebody that they handed something to at the very beginning of the episode. And it was Garibaldi handed the guy something. I think it was like during that first thing. And he was like, he handed it to him and the guy wasn't supposed to say anything. And right as Garibaldi started to turn and walk away, he was like, yep, or thanks, or something like that.
Yeah,
and I was like, he did not have a line. He did not have a line. And you are not supposed to vocalize and like say a line because you get paid differently. And yeah, I was like, were you just trying to turn yourself into an under 5 there, Mr. Featured Extra?
No, people absolutely try though. They absolutely try. Like, and to an extent where it's like a little unhinged. Like I saw one clip of I think it was one of the Spider-Man movies where like one of the extras was like doing the most to get noticed,
which is the fastest way to get fired off the show.
It is the fastest way to get fired. Like people give you such bad advice in Hollywood. It's like really bad. Like they'll be like, show up at their house, and you're like, do not show up at their house. You will get the police called on you so fast, and everyone will know about it. Like, you do not just like people will be like, just walk into Sony. I'm like, first of all, you cannot. Like you cannot. They will not let you pass those gates. But second, like that it is not 1982 anymore. Like you cannot walk into someplace and ask for a job. That is just not how life works anymore. And people give you the worst advice out here sometimes about that kind of thing. And it's like, do not listen. No. Do not listen. You do not want to be remembered in a bad way. Yeah. Like standing out can be great if you're normal about it. But that's a gamble. It's a real gamble.
Okay. Back to we've got communications twink, we've got spine worms, we got you
already talked about communications twink.
We got synthetic roses and Marcus and Ivanova.
Why is everybody flirting? Why are we doing the plot where everybody's got a thing for Ivanova?
Because she's Ivanova.
She's gorgeous. She's a very, very cool character.
She's perfect.
She's beautiful and attractive inside and out. But didn't Claudia Christian specifically not want like a bunch of romance plots?
This was, I was going to say this plot was Ivanova not realizing she's in a romance plot.
That's true. That is kind of funny.
This is true.
It doesn't count.
But there's now multiple. We have communications twink and resident hotman are both like Ivanova's so great.
I don't think communications twink.
Exactly.
No,
I don't think he actually was into her.
Okay,
he was just like, I guess I have to. Right?
Yeah, I think he was like, does she like me? Am I supposed to like her? Should I like her? Should I bring flowers? Is this a date? Like, I don't know if it's a date. Maybe I do like her. I mean, I think it's one of those like, I wouldn't think of looking at my superior officer in that way until they open the door, and then maybe that's something. But I don't think he's like. I don't think he's like carrying a torch.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But
there's
she
a very
was
lesbian
oblivious.
quality to it of like, is it a date? That's a very lesbian thing. Of just, are we on a date or are we just hanging out? I'm not sure what's happening. I
remember reading this the Tumblr exchange where this woman,
I was literally thinking of that exact one. A guy trips over two girls, like they're lying together on the sand.
That's another one.
Oh, okay. But this way, he trips over these two girls lying together on the sand, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your date." And one of them is like, "Oh, thank you for not for saying that because we are both gay, but this isn't a date." And he turns to the other girl and goes, "I'm sorry that you're out with such a dumbass that she doesn't realize she's on a date with you." And she goes, "Yeah, I know, right?"
Oh my God. That's great. That's great.
It was very much a date, yeah.
The one I saw, this woman said, "Guys, I'm so flustered. I'm over at this girlfriend's house and I'm cooking dinner for her." And she just walked up behind me and like put her arms around me and gave me a hug and like kissed the back of my neck. And I don't know what to do. And she goes, "What do you cook a dinner for your girlfriend and she kissed you? What's the problem?" She goes, No, we're not together or anything. I've just, we get together at each other's houses and make dinner and like kiss sometimes." And then 5 minutes later, she replied and said, "Okay, so I brought this up to her and she looked at me funny and said, we've been dating for 3 months."
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're one to talk because you and I were like not
We had the
dating
same
for 6
problem,
months.
yeah.
So
To be clear, the girl in that post was like flustered because she was like, I don't know what to do. I think she's so cute and I don't know how to tell her this. So it wasn't a problem.
And this is why communication is important. Sorry, Jenny, go.
I was going to say, no, I haven't had that extreme of lesbian obliviousness, but I did find out after I'd been in Korea for like a year that I had been quietly rejecting advances for like a year. And I had not realized it because every time I went out, Koreans have like a set list of questions they ask you. How old are you? Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. These are normal. But I would get asked like, how old are you? Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Do you live alone? And I would answer all of these questions without a problem and then move on with my life and just go on. And I was out with a group of friends, including one Korean woman, and we were talking about like, oh yeah, these questions that we always get asked. And I added, do you live alone? And there was just dead silence. And the Korean girl was like, who is asking you if you live alone? I'm like, oh, these girls I meet at like lesbian clubs and bars. She's like, and what do you do when they ask you? I'm like, I tell them I live alone. And she's like, and then what? I'm like, nothing. She's like, Jenny, they're asking you if you live alone because they want to go to your place because nobody lives alone in Korea. And that is a question you ask because you're like, do we have a place to fuck? Like, that's the question. Like, I just, for a year, quietly being like, but there's nothing else in there.
I feel seen by that as well. I never know when someone's hitting on me. And like, listen, I'm married. So, but like, it still happens sometimes. Like I'm out and about and I never know. I just think everyone's so friendly.
I am now having the most intense flashbacks to high school and being in that position.
I'm very mad about it because you know how much sex I could have been having my first year in Korea that I just didn't know about.
And then you got a reputation as being the girl who's like not interested in anybody.
Oh, don't ask her out. Well, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
She'll turn you down every time.
Yep. Very
That's
nicely.
so
She
funny.
doesn't seem mean about it. She just like just walks away.
That's so funny.
Mm.
I'm just always like, everyone's so friendly. And my friends are like, that person was hitting on you. And I'm like, what? No. It was just really nice. And they're like, Ali, no. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thank God I haven't been single. I don't know what I would be doing.
No.
I have not been single my entire adult life.
It's
a good thing. I'm learning it's a good thing.
This episode it's all right.
It's already a good thing, I should say. But it's extra good. Because I don't know what I would be doing.
I think that Marcus Ivanova stuff will continue to go in some direction. I think that the communications twink is going to continue to be some kind of problem. Petey's foot is in frame, dog in frame, tab in. I don't think that the spine worms are going to come back, honestly. Because we already did Soul Hunters.
The spine worms are essential to the plot. They're going to be actually the most important. That's going to be the most important episode.
It always fucking is.
Always is, yep.
So goddamn Vindrizi come up every 30 fucking seconds. And I was like, oh,
well, they killed the other group. They killed the other group, so
they did the Marquette, They did mention they mentioned Bracuri. There were some of the corpse eating ones that were in the background shots. I saw them.
Yes, we've seen some of those too.
Yeah, but the corpse eating is really unfortunate. Well, so like I feel like we forget about them sometimes.
The thing about this one, there's no Delenn, there's no Lanier, there's no Jakar, there's no Veer, there's no Londo.
Centauri were mentioned.
Centauri were mentioned. But it's just like I'm sorry, we did talk about the Rangers.
You know what might be important?
We talked about
you know what might be important from this episode? Yeah, is that shadow conversation.
That is important. But again, it was like the whole episode was about how we're not talking about that.
But that might be important.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
That might be a line that proves to be very important.
My first thought was the spine jellyfish were they're not jellyfish. I don't know why it's always jellyfish these days.
But they were jelly.
The spine parasites, I thought that they were like shadow advanced strike force.
Right.
You know,
that
was conspiracy. I thought it was in Star Trek Next Gen Conspiracy.
You did mention that, yeah. And that effect, incidentally, the way you reacted to it in, oh gosh, where is it? In the Lurker's Guide. But I think they were showing it to somebody and they could have, like one of the producers, I think, wasn't able to watch it. Like,
it's gross.
It's really gross.
Real fucking gross.
I have a thing about spines. Like, I'm always like, no, not the spine. Not the spine.
And then
it was John Copeland. Yeah.
John Copeland who didn't like it.
John brought it into my office, fired it up at the TV, and looked away, saying, "You look, it creeps me out too much to look at it."
Mm-hmm. We were all pretty creeped out, but it also looked like a small version of the of Wrath of Khan bug, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked like that. Like the earwigs, I call them the earwigs, and then
it has that like thing at the top, like
that pokey thing. Yeah. And in case anybody happened to see the Instagram thing that went viral this week, where like the person was like looking up at her ceiling, and she has like one of those boob lights on the ceiling, you know, the lights that look like a titty on the ceiling, and you're watching it, it's turned on.
We all know the titty lights.
Titty lights.
I have one. Sorry, I live in
we're all
something happened
with
to my
the
house in between years. Okay, so anyway. The light turned on, and you could see something moving around in there. My first thought was like, worse.
What was it?
I thought it was goldfish at first. I'm like, wait, you can't have goldfish in there. Like that does not make sense.
A moth? Is it
scorpions?
No, you want scorpions in your titty. That's horrible.
Multiple scorpions? Scorpions plural?
2 scorpions.
No. 2 scorpions. No. 1 scorpion is a nightmare. 2 scorpions is like, I would burn the house to the ground. I would.
That's what somebody's comment was.
Nervous,
let me know when you're rebuilding.
My nervous system has not healed enough for that to happen to me. We're gonna pretend like I didn't hear about that being a possibility, because because I hear that if you focus on a thought for more than 17 seconds, it begins to manifest in your life. We're gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
We're gone. That's crazy. No, I would never stop screaming. I would. I've here's what happened. I was out in Japan, as we know. We haven't stopped talking about it. And so, because it was awesome.
We talked about it twice this whole episode.
Yeah.
To them, we haven't stopped talking. But so I went into this bathroom on this hike, and I was too distracted by the fact that it was kind of gross in there on the bottom area. I neglected to look up until I was in a very vulnerable state. I look up, and there are so many spiders over my head, just like slowly coming down. It was the most high stakes pee I've ever had in my life. I had to get out of there so fast.
That would be unpleasant.
Spiders of ungodly sizes. Like, it was not like a chill, like teeny. No, these were like this fucking big, coming down toward my fucking head. And I came out, I was like, Gus, you need to check me all over my body right now, because I'm about to lose it. Like, I wouldn't say like arachnophobic, but I don't want them on my body. It was so many. I made him go look. I was like, go look in this women's bathroom. I don't care. Like, I will give you special permission to go in there. And I was like, you need to see the nightmare that was above my head just now.
It's too many.
It was so many. I was like, it was ungodly amounts of spiders.
Also moths.
And other bugs. But like, mostly spiders.
Were their food. So
and mostly spiders.
Yeah, we were in the woods north of Osaka. It was fun.
Yeah, nice. But pee somewhere else.
Yeah,
don't be there.
Pro tip: do not go in that bathroom. Because you know what we should have known, because there were bug pictures outside of each bathroom.
I kept making jokes.
Yeah, we kept making jokes about it. We were like, "Oh, that's the bee bathroom."
Yeah, well,
and that's the moth bathroom.
Because you go to Japan. I'm not going to talk about Japan that much, but you go to Japan.
We can talk about Japan a little.
All the toilets are great. And
until this bathroom.
And so we're doing this hike, and it was the Minnow Falls, and Minnow, I guess it's 2 O's. Minnow. There was there's a bathroom with a art of a bee on the outside. I said, this one is the bee day. And then we kept walking, and there was one with a beetle. I said, this is the beetle A. Or the bedeedle or something. We just kept the same fucking
we kept just riffing on the same joke.
Like, that's the butterfly day. Like,
and then I came out of a bathroom. I was like, they weren't kidding about the bugs. That was a warning. That was a warning.
Spider day, arachnid day,
just the
nightmare day.
The nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. It
was terrifying.
The purpose of this episode, my guess, and you can can help me as writers, but I think it was just like, we're going to let you spend some time with Marcus. Because
this was a show off Marcus as a character episode.
It even set it up that way, with the whole, like, we're not letting him he can't come into Earhart's. Like, it was like, Yeah, he can't sit with us at the cool kids table. And and it's interesting too, because the fact that he didn't have a communicator, I was just like, I assumed that's because like that's for staff. That's for right?
Yeah.
But no, but it's really funny because actually JMS says something. He says,
yes, I was going to read that next, so you got it. Yeah.
Why doesn't Marcus wear a link? And then JMS says, I just summoned up Marcus in my head. Here's what he said. Because I won't wear the bloody thing, that's why. Bad enough you've got those pages you wear in 1996. No privacy, no chance to get away. Always at somebody's beck and call. Why not just put a leash around your neck and get it over with? It'd be faster and a good deal more honest. I'm down in the bar trying to be inconspicuous, dangerous characters on all sides, trying not to be noticed, and the link goes off and I'm dead. Or at minimum, seriously thumped. No, absolutely not. You'll never get me to wear one of those.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
He is
This is how I
a
feel
spy.
about cell phones. Yes.
And JMS says, this is, by the way, the reason I absolutely refuse to wear a pager myself, because this was
Yeah.
in the time of pagers.
Yes.
90.
I am also I'm going to disabuse us of one of my favorite bits from the show, just because the amount of comments I got about it, and they're right. Sheridan likely didn't put his link up his butt.
I don't care.
Don't ruin it.
I don't care.
Ruin it.
Obviously, it wasn't actually up his butt. I don't care.
No, it was. It was up his butt.
It was nestled between the cheeks.
It was up his butt.
Not saying it was.
That's actually likely true that it was nestled between the cheeks.
Because
it attaches to your skin. It's like genetically bonded.
Yeah.
So you can just attach it to your skin.
So it
was on the butthole.
So it's right up there. Just because
I know. I saw a lot of people who actually said, no, he just put it on his butt cheek. He just like slapped it on his butt cheek. And I'm like, why is that any safer to getting searched than like putting it in your shirt?
That's why
you put it in the butt.
That's why I guess it's between the cheeks.
He also made a grunting noise, you guys.
There was effort.
There was effort.
There was effort. Yes.
It was wedged.
Distance.
It was wedged between the cheeks. Okay, yeah. I understand.
Oh, it was up
I
his
understand
ass.
that we need to be pedantic sometimes, and you're all right. He didn't jam it. He didn't
Why
round the
do you
bend.
hate fun?
But it was between guys.
I don't care. It's up his ass.
I think on the cheeks is too easy to see. So yeah, I would guess between the cheeks would be my guess.
No, it was he grunted. That means something in America. Okay.
Yes.
Because at that point, you just put it in your pocket. Like if
exactly.
you just why didn't put it in your pocket? You got to put it in a different pocket.
Different pocket.
Yeah. Why not slap it on your chest then?
Yeah.
Don't be silly.
Yeah. You got to put it where it's not going to be found between the cheeks.
Yep.
At minimum, it was on the taint. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
that's worse.
Yeah, that would be worse.
Present to you.
Anyway.
I'm never going to get hired in this town again, but that's okay.
Children's entertainment.
I know. Never get hired again. But anyway, so.
But children love butt jokes anyway.
They do.
Every early Walt Disney, actually every current, I mean, that's like every Walt Disney cartoon has butt jokes.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you the concept of fun.
It was close enough.
The concept of comedy.
Yes.
It was in the neighborhood.
Concept of we're having a good time talking about butts. Don't take this from us in 2026, the year of our Lord. We're allowed to joke about asses.
Yeah.
And it was up the ass.
Yeah.
I'm going to totally hardcore steer us away from that for a second. Just because this is just a note that I thought was interesting. When we are first introduced to Duncan, he's got this weird wallpaper behind his head that looks like a halo, the way that he was lying there. And I just thought that was that has to be on purpose, that they gave him like some sort of angelic, I don't know. I just thought that was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I like that.
A lot of the time, I saw this recently and I liked it. If a couple's not going to end up together, they'll have scenes with a barrier between them.
Yeah. Yeah. I know ever since I did those costume videos that you can't watch, Ali, but there's costume videos from the Wheel of Time show with Pez, where she analyzed costumes and looked for clues. I see stuff all the time. I'm like, oh, these two, they're going to get together because even though they're not in a scene together, I could tell they've literally matched
They've got
their
clothes that mirror each other. Yeah.
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
Blue is the protagonist color. So
Yeah,
a lot of the time the protagonist wore blue, stuff like that.
Yeah. it's wild that they point stuff. I'm like, oh, it's a spoiler, literally in their costumes. It's cool. It's kind of cool.
You want to know the other one?
Which is the other one?
Oh, this one ruins.
This one
ruins
the
iPhone. The iPhone thing. Yeah,
it's in iPhone's terms of service that if you cannot use an iPhone in a way that negatively represents the Apple brand.
Yeah.
So if you are making a murder mystery or a mystery
something
or a
with
thriller with a villain in it, and one person has a non-Apple phone,
they're the killer.
They're the problem.
Yeah.
This is the case in a particular. I don't want to say the name of it because it just gives it away, but you can bleep this.
The only person, the guilty
one
person.
person with an Android.
Right.
Has an
Interesting.
Android. So Gus and I were watching the movie and we both were like, well.
Yeah, we know who it is. Yeah. Damn. That's not a problem in Korean movies because they all have Samsung. They all have a Samsung phone. It's just, and none of them put cases on their phones, and it drives me insane. They're all walking around like psychopaths with naked phones.
That's crazy. Have you ever known someone in the wild that does that? It's like the craziest thing to see.
So
You're
weird.
like the confidence you have in
I
yourself.
can see your phone's tits. Cover it up. Like that's just
it's naked.
It's just naked.
It's exposed to the elements. Isn't it cold?
Genitals on display.
Like to me, that's such an air of confidence that I just do not possess. I'm like, I drop my phone once a sentence. Like how?
So if Bruce were a phone, where would he put his comm badge?
Right in there,
wedged in there,
right
there,
the charging port.
Yeah.
Yes,
we all know
wedged.
that right up there. But yeah, no, that's always a wild thing to see is somebody without a phone case. You're like,
you got more confidence than I do.
You trust yourself a crazy amount, like to a point where I don't feel safe around you.
Anything else on this one, by the way? You keep talking about this. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Please continue.
I literally have nothing else. Like this episode, like I have nothing else for this one for you guys.
Because I know you have a cutoff, right? Okay. Did I make that?
Oh, no, not today.
Not today. Never mind. We can fucking shoot the shit. I don't care. It's fine. Sorry.
It's okay. But I also know that you guys are jet lagged beyond anything, and I literally like we're shooting the shit, and that's fine because I have nothing else to say about this episode.
Yeah, because for you it's 1:30 p.m. and in my head it's also 1:30 p.m.
The only hill I will ever die on is he put that thing right up his ass, and he did it for America. Okay.
For America.
For America.
Yes.
He did that for America.
I'm not American. I
can't sing that song. Be an American.
Will this come out around? No, it
4th
won't
of
come
July.
out.
No, it'll come out sooner than that.
Yeah,
this one comes out.
Jen, you did not join in. Do you hate America?
No, I can sing every line to Lee Greenwood's song. Just let me. You don't want me to get started.
You're like I'm Gen X, okay?
I just want.
Do you know how many 4th of July fireworks shows I saw?
You think you're traumatized, millennial?
I'm gonna let you know how not patriotic that song is. He made a version of it for Canada. There's like a proud to be a Canadian. Like this, It's just, just a shell. He's just a shell. Like it's just.
Get that bag.
You want a version of this song? Yes, I'm proud to be Lithuanian.
Stand for freedom, and they can't take that away.
I was just today talking about the soundtrack to Team America. I'm going to go sing that version instead. I mean, all of the Team America. I love that fucking soundtrack so fucking much. It's
I
so
haven't
good.
seen that movie in so long.
When I was in the Scouts, whenever you got Eagle Scout, you could do like this PowerPoint presentation with pictures from your time in the troop and your favorite memories. You could put it to whatever song you want. 2/3 of the people in the troop picked that goddamn song.
Of course
and I went, no, Dragon Force, Through the Fire and the Flames.
Yes.
And everybody was like, all right.
Well, because the Scouts is such a cool institute.
No, because I like Dragon Force a lot when I was
I just just imagining these other nerds judging you. I'm like, who are you to judge me?
Not particularly nerdy.
It's not particularly nerdy?
No.
I always thought, I mean, the uniforms really do, like, not do you guys any favors.
You have a kerchief. Don't you wear a kerchief?
Yeah.
That's optional.
Oh, the kerchief is optional.
Kerchief is optional.
Sorry, I got kicked out of the Girl Scouts, so I have regret.
I had fun. It's an interesting organization. It had a lot of issues.
I was asked to leave.
I didn't get invited into brownies. I didn't even get invited.
You didn't get an invite.
They wouldn't let me join.
Every kid gets an invite. Why wouldn't they let you join?
They had too many girls. They wouldn't let me in.
They had too many girls. That's terrible. Yeah. That's terrible. See, okay. So there you go. Listen. I don't want the Girl Scouts coming after me. I'm starting to get scared that the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts are going to come for me. I don't want to make enemies with a powerful institution.
There is a whole Behind the Bastard series on the Boy Scouts that is alarming. So,
there's problems, a lot of issues with it. I mean, I just learned a lot from it.
Yep.
Gus loved being a scout, and his dad was a scout, and his grandfather was a scout. But it's a whole thing.
There's a lot of fucking problems with the way that's structured.
Yeah.
But don't come for us.
No.
Because I remember I would go to national jamborees, and I would also go to World Scout jamborees, and the World Scout jamborees were amazing because it's all about like international fellowship.
They had one in Korea a couple of years ago, but it turned into a mess. Like there was the big problems with it. I can't remember. It was national news here. But
I went to one in London in 2007, I think. But then I would go to National Scout Jamborees, and they were just like, "Oorah, America, America, oorah!" Helicopters, and it's just like, what the fuck is this? This is not. This is not fellowship. This is not what I signed up for. This is just like jingoism. This is not what I'm doing this for. But anyway, I'm sorry. I've gotten completely off topic.
No.
Marcus
my
is
favorite
great.
thing. Wait, and then we'll talk about Marcus. But my favorite thing is that so the only other scouts. So in America, the Boy Scouts is is only boys. But the only other scouts.
Not anymore.
Well, okay, back in the day. And the only other scouts troop that was true about was Saudi Arabia. And then like every other country, it was
co-ed.
It was co-ed. And so Gus would go to these international things with all the American boys, and all the other troops would yell "Sausage Fest."
That's never
That's what your dad told me.
Oh, I don't remember that.
That's what your dad told me.
Maybe that was that was in your dad's time, perhaps.
Maybe that was in your dad's time.
Maybe I don't remember that.
That does feel like your dad's story.
Yeah, but I did think it was funny that every other country was. I don't think it's co-ed now. I think there are troops of boys and troops of girls now, which is still like just fucking mixed for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
for fuck's sake.
I could be wrong. I'll look it up. Don't correct me. It's fine. But we would go to these things, and it would be like the Italians are over there. It's just a bunch of kids. The Koreans are over there. It's just a bunch of kids. It's just people hanging out and over here. Yeah. Anyway, Marcus is great. This episode was one of the episodes I've seen, and I liked the parasite effect. I thought that was very good.
Yeah,
that was a deeply unsettling effect.
When I realized this would be the first episode when you got back from Japan, I was like, oh, I wish that
they're already tired.
You know what? It woke me up, to be honest. That did wake me up, actually.
It was fun.
Like, if it had been a soothing episode, this would have not gone as well for me, I think. That was not a soothing shot.
Yeah.
I may need to go to eat and sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
We are.
I'm sorry.
I am literally out, nothing else. So, yeah.
Well, thanks. This was fun. I'm glad to be
back. Thank you, guys.
Y'all didn't have, y'all viewers, there was no break for you, but we had a long hiatus and I missed it. So.
I know. It's been ages since we've seen each other.
Yes.
Okay. Have fun talking about
love you both.
Bye, you too.
Bye.
Ah, my friends! You have reached the most dangerous part of our journey, the Grey Council. Here we speak of things that must not be spoken. Secrets, betrayals, spoilers. If you are not ready, turn back now. But if you dare to proceed, I promise you it will be magnificent. Oh, Mr. Garibaldi!
well, there isn't much very spoilery in this one at all. I thought it was funny that they thought Corwin was going to die, because no, he lives through the entire series.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have it? I have a couple of notes, but not many.
One of the notes, I mean, I liked his predictions, Marcus and Ivanova, that like Corwin will be an issue just in terms of like, you know, like his devotion to Earth. No more parasites. He's right about that too. We never see them again. But I also thought that JMS says, like at the top of the Lurker's Guide, he says that this is the last, or maybe he doesn't say it. Is it not in the Lurker's Guide? Where is it? This is the last non-arc episode for a while. Yeah. And I almost said something like, this is one of those one-offs. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to say it because it does start to ramp up right after this one.
Yeah, pretty much,
everything for the rest of the season is pretty plot important.
Yeah. And Corwin, I find, like, it's very, you can tell who JMS likes writing for and like who is a keffer, because like Corwin is a side character, but he has a full personality, and like he gets that. Like you see, even like if you go back and watch episodes previous to this, he has like these small little lines, but his personality stays consistent through the show. And later, when he actually will join them later, but it does feel consistent with his personality, where they're like, are you okay with this? In the middle of, I forget, like there's something happening where Babble On 5 is literally doing something against the orders of Earth. And they're like, are you okay? And he's like, I think so. I think I am, which feels very consistent with his whole thing with Ivanova of like, is it a date? I guess so. I'll just go with it. Like,
I mean, I think he's actually really well written in that way of like, he's a young officer. He's he's gotten his first promotion. So obviously the day after your promotion, if you're asking somebody, would you ever not take, like that feels like a big test. He's like, are you testing me? Like, I know I'm supposed to think for myself, but also like, obviously I'm on board with the military because I just got promoted, and it's a fun, interesting, and then he just doesn't like understand anything about social. Well, also Ivanova does a terrible. I mean, it's just
they're both oblivious to what's happening. Like it's just,
she was hilarious. Her like, no, maybe we should go somewhere a little more private. Come to my quarters.
Exactly.
It's just great. It's great.
No.
Great.
I could have talked about this actually while all of you were here, because it's not a spoiler thing. It's just one of the things I notice a lot watching shows, and it doesn't happen so much in newer shows, I guess, because so many people have commented on it that new writers fix it. But the way scenes end often feel really awkward to me. And that scene, as like you commented on while the episode was happening, she should have kept talking after she confirmed that he was not. Like, but just to end the scene is weird. Like he literally handed her back the coffee. Like it was.
She just handed him the coffee. He's like, I guess I'll go here.
Yeah. And there's been a couple of scenes like that in this show, like where people like they finish their conversation, and then like the important part, the only part that we need to see, and then one of them will just like walk away, and that's not how people interact. We don't like, I've said all the important stuff and then I walk away.
But it's also funny here because it just makes Ivanova a really bad spy. Like, she's like, okay, I got the information I needed. I'm done. And you're not useful. So bye. And I'm like, you can't. That's not, you can't.
No.
Not just like not how people work, but like, that's just bad spy behavior. You suck at this. Yeah.
Yes.
The Ranger's going to have words with you.
Yes. I wonder like if there's was a point in writing where people were like, oh no, that's not how humans behave. Although I still see it so much on television shows where people just hang up phones and they don't say goodbye. And I was like, stop it.
Right.
People say goodbye.
Right.
People say goodbye. In English, they don't do it in Korean. In Korean, they just hang up. It's, Korean, phone culture is very interesting. They have a different word for hello on the phone. Like they have a word that means hello, 안녕하세요 or 안녕. But when you answer a phone, you say 여보세요, which is a completely different word.
Wow.
And
wow.
And then often though, if you're answering the phone from somebody that you know or like, and it shocks me every single time, even after 10 years, you just say, 왜? which is why. Like, it's basically, why are you calling?
That's perfect.
It's so
That's
weird.
amazing.
It's so weird.
I like that. I'm going to start doing that. I'm just going to start doing that in English and fuck with people. Why?
Yeah. Why did you call in the year of 2026 when you should be texting?
That's great.
So, anyway, that's a whole thing. Corwin, I like him as a character. I think he's he's one of the things.
He's delightfully awkward and charming in a really the way he should be.
Realistic way. Yeah. Very realistic way.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
Other things I liked from this episode that I think are things that carry forward are like we get Marcus Steve buddy cop. And I think they work really well together. I think they have good chemistry and it works.
But I felt like Garibaldi was badly written in this episode. And that he was like, I'm not going to check a thing out about down below. He's always like, I know everything that's happening down there. And that just, I mean, it was obviously a device so that we could make it Steven who goes with him. And it bothered me. And also we just, even Sheridan in this one, I thought was written strangely when he was just sort of like, can you go find out? Is he going to be?
Yeah.
Can you? And I was like, he's literally been sitting on the bridge every time you guys have an important conversation. He's 4 feet away from you. And you're like, let's not talk about the fact that the shadows and the things that we don't know yet. And then now that he's promoted, what does that even give him? I was just like, it all felt like a lot of things that were just being placed there for the device of it. And I was not buying any of it.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Which again is like part of the idea. I think that just that dovetails with what Gus was saying about it needed a different draft. It did. He doesn't have time. I get it. He does not have time to even read the script before they start shooting it. And then in retrospect, after you put it all together, you're like, yeah, that wasn't set up as well as it needed to be. Yeah. But that's part of working on a limited time, limited budget, and the way that the way in which they were cranking these out.
Exactly.
With him doing it all.
Well, everything. The only other note I have is a weird aside that Ali said while we were recording here was I was they were talking about the aliens and how it's always the Drazi, and they mentioned the Berkiri, and then we saw the Pakmara, the corpse eating aliens, and Ali said, yeah, but the corpse eating is unfortunate, so we kind of forget about them. That's actually a plot point later on when the Pakmara want to join the Rangers. And, I think this is season 5, so it's very far on, but they don't know what to do with the Pakmara because they're not very good at certain things. And eventually they realize, nobody likes to think about the Pakmara because they eat corpses. Yeah. They were the perfect spies and couriers. That's because everybody on purpose ignores them because of that. So, that's a function that they have, that makes them powerful.
That's great.
So I just thought it was interesting that she calls that out here. And that's a thing that becomes an issue much later. But yeah, as you said, this is not really an arc episode. I do think it was a Marcus seeding episode.
Well, we had that weird thing where he was out for so many because they had to switch the order of a few. And so we had this really big gap of this introduction, this intense introduction to him in the first episode of season 3. And then nothing for a long time. And then just a little bit of pepper. It wasn't we didn't really get. So this is okay, I need you all to pay attention because he is going to be important and he's going to be doing a lot. And we need to remind people that he's got this network, this Ranger network that's happening. And then this is who he really is. And it was very much just this is a character who cares about people, who can be in the face of danger and still talking about the girl he likes. And trying to get intel on her and and making jokes and also sacrifice himself a couple times. When they took Steven out and he was he was no, take me. Not even knowing what they were doing, he was just his nobility comes through in this a lot. So it just was. It's just a place. This was just we spent 2 seasons already getting to know the other characters. This is our get to know Marcus.
Exactly,
and in that sense, it's I don't care that the rest of it doesn't make a shit ton of sense. It doesn't really matter because that's what the important part is here.
Yeah, the this is not, I agree with JMS and with Gus that this is not like one of my favorite episodes. Mm-hmm. However, it has character moments that I just really enjoy. Yeah. Like I really like that Corwin subplot. I just think it's funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah. And great. Everything with Marcus, like I just enjoy him. I think he's a fun character to follow. And obviously for, the people who enjoy looking at gentlemen, he is pleasant on the eyes, right? So he's a good character.
Yeah.
And you can tell, and as JMS says here in the Lurker's Guide, as we read, JMS just likes writing him. His lines flow, even though he talks a lot.
He uses a lot of words.
Yes, he definitely uses a lot of words. But I don't think there's anything else to say about this one.
No, I don't think so.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for this one. If you like this podcast, you might like to see the reaction, which is up on YouTube. You can check that out. You can join our Patreon where you get early access to this. You get ad-free versions of the audio podcast. You get unedited versions of the reactions. You get random stuff that we drop there for fun. I don't know. You get all that stuff. And you can like and subscribe, rate, review the hype. I'm sure it's good. I don't know why, but do it. And and we'll see you for the next one.
Bye.
Bye.